Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Unconventional Attorney Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Small, and I am the Unconventional Attorney. What is up, everybody? It is Sunday night after the 4th of July, and I'm in here recording this podcast episode because it needs to go out tomorrow. But I'm pumped about it. I'm excited about it. This is a topic that that comes up for me over and over and over again when people are talking to me about their law firms and their plans for the future and what they're working on and what they want to do. And so I wanted to just sort of get it out there, talk about it, and clear the air on what I think you should do and why I think you should do it and what's worked for my own law firm. Before we get to that, though, I want to let you know about this little thing I've got called the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is a group that I created to do a couple of different things, really. To provide a place where law firm owners can get support, where they can come and ask real questions and get real answers from real people in the trenches, not a bunch of people on the sidelines, a bunch of armchair quarterbacks telling them what to do. I created this group to be able to get feedback and critiques and constructive criticism on their videos that they're creating, on the systems that they're creating, on anything that they want. Okay, we don't ask a lot of questions about like law firm software. You can do that in here, but really we're more nuts and bolts. Like, how are we going to get new clients? How are we going to create a better experience for our clients? How are we going to create a better experience for ourselves and our employees? How are we going to create our dream lives? That's what we talk about in the Inner Circle. The other reason that I created the Inner Circle is because I wanted to have a place where I could store and share all of the content that I create around my law firm. So all of the systems that I use, all of the marketing systems, all of the branding systems, all of the sales systems, all of the client processes, everything is inside the Inner Circle, and I share it with you. I also wanted to create, so maybe this is selfish, but I like to hang out with other law firm owners. So I wanted to create a place where I could meet up with everybody, with people every quarter, talk about what was working for me, talk about what was working for other people's firms, and just get better. And so if you're in the Inner Circle, you also have the opportunity to come to the Inner Circle live workshops that I have every quarter. The next one is going to be in Charleston, South Carolina. After that, we're going to go to San Diego. Then we're going to go to Chicago. And I don't know where we're going to go after that. Probably maybe Bennington, Vermont, because there's a member that's from there, and I like to go to all of the places that we have members. So the Inner Circle, I just want to tell you about it. If you think you might be interested, if you're a law firm owner and you're plateaued, you want to go faster, you're feeling lonely, you want some help, you want to peek inside of my systems and everything like that, go to circleofsmall.com. One of the cool things is if you sign up right now, you're going to get access to all of the old workshops when you sign up. So that is something that is pretty amazing. Right now we have done 2 of them. I just did my last one last week. So as soon as those recordings are up, you're going to have access to those as well. And I guarantee you're going to come in, you're going to go faster, your mind is going to get stronger. Everything is going to get stronger about your vision for the firm. Everything. It's just going to be better. I created this for you, basically. I know what it's like to be a law firm owner. I am a law firm owner. I know what it's like to not know what you're doing, to not be able to get feedback from anywhere that's legit. And I know what it's like to feel kind of lonely sometimes and want to just go and have a place where you can say, look, something's not working right now. I can't figure it out. So what do you guys think? We've got that place. So just to pile on more, right? We've got a Facebook group that's a secret Facebook group only for members. Every week on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I do a live Facebook training and or Q&A where people can come in and ask questions. I typically will talk a little bit about something that week, teach a little something, keep you guys motivated, keep you going, keep you thinking ahead. And it's just really cool. So if you think it might be something you want to look at, go to circleofsmall.com. Oh, the other thing that you get, by the way, this is a new member bonus. You old members don't really get it because I said so. But A new member bonus too is you get one free laser coaching session. So you get one free one-on-one session with me, which basically means your first month is free because you get the laser coaching session with me, which is more than it costs to join the inner circle. You can quit anytime. It's just a badass deal. Okay, so circleofsmall.com. Go check it out if you want. All right. I don't know how long that was. It felt like a long time. But the inner circle is a cool deal. I'm really proud of it. And it's only getting better and better and better. I've been putting a tremendous amount of time into it this year. And so it's actually getting pretty darn good. And for the price, basically one client will pay for your entire year. So one new client, if I get you one new client, you'll pay for your whole year. Okay, that's it for now for the inner circle. Circleofsmall.com, last time. All right, so what we were talking about today is something, like I said, that comes up whenever I talk to almost any law firm owner. It definitely came up at my last quarterly workshop, and it's something that I want to address because if you have the discipline and the foresight and the patience and the consistency to pull this off, you're going to see your law firm grow by leaps and bounds. And I guess the title of this podcast, I think, is Win One War at a Time. And the wars that I'm talking about are the marketing wars, the advertising platform wars, anything that you're trying to tackle and trying to win is what I am talking about. And the typical scenario that I see, and this is probably you know what I mean, you may be creating a little bit of content here and there. You may be doing a little bit of Google ads here and there. Maybe you're trying to like do some Instagram posts and some things like that here and there. Maybe you hop on a Facebook Live every once in a while. Maybe you're putting just a little bit of money behind paid marketing on Facebook, boosting some posts, or maybe you put together some ads and you're putting them out there. And I hope you're seeing a little bit of success. You probably are, but it's probably sporadic. You're probably not sure where everything's coming from. You're probably not sure what's working. And that is the problem, okay? Quite frankly, that is the reason why you're not seeing anything is because A, you're too spread out. B, you're jumping around too much. C, you don't have the opportunity to gain any expertise in what you're doing. You don't have any time to actually learn those systems and how they work and how to make them work for you. And so you're just not seeing the results that you want. So this podcast is all about how to win the war I guess maybe that's a good, even better title. How to win the war by winning one battle at a time is really what it should be about. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. And you know, there are many different battles. There are many different fronts that you can attack first. Google ads, like I said, Facebook ads, content creation, social media marketing in general, if you want to call it that, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, email, direct mail, radio, TV. The possibilities are endless. Seminars, if you're doing estate planning, and probably maybe some other people can do seminars. So there are a bunch of different things that you can try to do. My advice, number one, above all, and I'm going to give you more advice here in a minute, is to pick one and figure it all the way out. Get systems up and running to where you're doing things consistently, to where you hopefully are getting clients consistently, and then move on to something else. Or have one other backup that you want to work on while you're in downtime. So for example, you may create a piece of content today and put it out and have it go where it needs to go, and you still have another hour of marketing time left in your day. Well, you're going to have to figure something else out. Networking is another one, by the way, that you could do. So there's all these different things, but my recommendation is to pick one main one that you're going to dive into and not just do, but you're going to learn. You're going to figure it out. You're going to learn the philosophy. You're going to learn the strategy. You're going to learn the tactics. You're going to learn how to actually make it work. You're going to learn why it works. You're going to dive in and get good at it. And that will get you more clients. So that's the first thing that I would do. Step one, if I were you, is to pick one or pick two, have like a 1A and a 1B, and get really good at them. Okay? Now, I also wanted to take this opportunity to tell you what I would do first, what my 1A would be and what my 1B would be. Okay, so this is very, very simple. You probably can guess where I'm going to go with this. It's where everybody's going. If you are not paying attention to what all of the good sort of ad guys and marketing guys are talking about right now, you are missing the boat. Okay, the thing that you should be doing right now, every day, as much as you can is creating content. All right. So, and what I mean by that though is something bigger. I call it unconventional branding. And by the way, this is something that you can see all about inside of the Inner Circle. So go to circleofsmall.com if you want to get immediate access, step by step, to what I'm about to talk about. If you don't, just listen to this podcast all the way through, probably twice, 3 times. Go to Google, start typing in some of the things I'm looking for or talking about, and you'll be able to find some resource probably to get you through it. Okay, so just go slower. Hopefully you do it right. Okay, but I'm going to try to give you as much information as I can right here in like a 20-25 minute podcast to get you going. So when I talk about creating content, your content wants to do 3 things all the time. Thing number 1, above all, provide value. So even if you forget number 2 and number 3, you want to make sure that you're doing number 1. You want to be helping every single time, which means we're not doing these cheesy billboard ads. We're not doing these cheesy B-roll ads. We're not talking about why we got into what we're doing and how we help people and how much experience we have and having people get on there and say how wonderful you are. We're not doing that in this content. We are helping people out. If you got some secret bankruptcy trick, you talk about it. If you got some secret PI trick, you talk about it. If I got some secret estate planning trick, I'm talking about it. I'm telling everybody what everything is. The people that are going to do it themselves, by the way, and because I know that's what you're freaked out about, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The people that are going to do it themselves are going to do it themselves, whether you tell them how to do it or not. They're going to either watch your videos, they're going to come in and talk to you and steal an hour of your time, or they're going to find it someplace else. But the people that are going to do it on their own, they're going to do it on their own no matter what. They're not your ideal clients. You should just not care about them, okay? So when I say provide value, teach somebody something. Talk to everybody about what you do, okay? Tell them what's going on. Your goal is to have everyone walk away from every single one of your videos, no matter which one they've seen, and feel better about their situation, feel more knowledgeable about their situation. So that's number 1 with your content. Number 2, create goodwill. And by providing value, you're going to create goodwill. But the other side of this coin is you need to be yourself. Okay, you need to be vulnerable. Share bits of your personality. Be open. Okay, the best way that I can explain that is to say to be like me. This is me. You catch me in the street, this is me. You catch me in the office with estate planning clients, this is me. You catch me at the live workshops, this is me, y'all. And so just be yourself, because that honesty, that vulnerability, that's what's going to suck people in. That's what's going to get people wanting to work with you. You know, if you want to come into the Inner Circle, for example, because you want to hang out with me and learn from me, that's awesome. You know, if you want some of my personality rub off on you, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too, right? But what I'm really trying to do here is to just show you that I'm serious about what I'm trying to do here, that I'm real. Now I'm coming from a good place, and that I'm really trying to help you out, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing is you want to make offers. This podcast episode that I'm making right now is not a sort of a carbon copy of exactly the kind of content that I'm talking about. It tends to be more quick hitting and to the point. If you can find that, you can go to my website. I do it all the time on Unconventional Attorney too, every day. My Facebook Lives or my other videos. Those are sort of carbon copies of the blueprint that you want. But you'll notice in there that I'm making offers every once in a while, 2-3 times every video. And you want to be making offers. The offer that you want to make is tell people where you want them to go. Tell them what you want them to do. And if you are trying to get them to call you off of the video, you better have a damn easy good phone number to remember, because part of these videos are branding. Okay, you're not going to expect, or if you do expect it, you're going to be disappointed to have people call you directly from every single video that you make. What you're going to do over time is people are going to get to know you, they're going to get to like you, they're going to get to trust you, and in 6 months, for example, you may finally go to circlesmall.com and come and hang out with us. That's what this video is for today. It's to just give you some helpful information to let you get to know me, so that when the time is right, you come on in and hang out with us. Okay, And that's why you're making offers, so people can remember. For my estate planning firm, every video is estatemeeting.com. Estatemeeting.com. Over and over and over again. Every day, I'm hitting it with estatemeeting.com. Go set up a time to talk. Here, circleofsmall.com. Every time. You're probably going to be here in circleofsmall.com for the rest of your life. I hope you have dreams about circleofsmall.com. Okay? Because at the end of the day, people will go and start typing that whatever you have into the search box. So you won't come to this video to find that URL. You'll just type circleofsmall.com into the field or whatever, and just go straight to it. That's what you want to have people do with your own firm. Okay, so to recap: 1, provide value. 2, create goodwill. 3, make offers. Okay, that's that simple. Okay, now we're not done yet though. After you create this content, you want to distribute this content to as many places as you can, as easily as you can. There are a couple of different ways that you can do that. I would start with Facebook, and then you can put it on YouTube, and you can create a podcast very, very easily using a software called repurpose.io. And so I'm not even going to give you an affiliate link or anything like that. Just go use it. It's freaking awesome. Basically, a couple of different clicks, you can have a YouTube video up, and you can have a podcast up. I would also highly, highly, highly suggest that you put as much content as you can on LinkedIn. I will be posting almost every day. Videos, if you can write little short articles, if you can write really long articles, that's great. It's going to do 2 things. A, it may get you a client every once in a while, but I wouldn't really count on that necessarily. What you're going to get though is referral business from other attorneys that are in your area that are not in your practice area. So I would go out on LinkedIn and I would be friends, or whatever they call it, make connections with every single attorney in your area. When those suggestions come up, I would just be like, connect. And there comes a point where LinkedIn's algorithm pops up and they won't let you connect anymore, like for the day or for an hour or something. I would just do it until that pops up. And I would just get as many connections as I can, and I would start posting content. People start commenting, you start responding, and you're off to the races from there. So we've got, I would also do a blog post every time as well, put the video on there, just because when people go visit your website, you want current content. You won't necessarily get a ton of people from that because the search traffic is going to come from the podcast, from YouTube, but it doesn't hurt. So we're talking about make the video, put it up on Facebook. It goes to LinkedIn, YouTube, podcast, website. That's good. I'll tell you just full disclosure, I do make like a little Instagram graphic. Just if you go to the Christopher Small on Instagram, you can see him. But I'm just doing that sort of for fun more than anything, just to test it out. I'm not counting on that getting me any clients necessarily, but I would do that too. So here's what I'm talking about though. Now to sort of tie this into one big old bow, put a little gift wrap this for you. When I'm talking about winning the war, or winning the battle to win the war, that's going to be the title of this podcast. Win the battle to win the war, or win each battle to win the war. When I'm talking about a battle, I'm talking about this content system. So I wouldn't be thinking or worrying really about Google ads or Facebook ads or anything else until I got this system down to be able to create a piece of content and get it out all over the place, super fast and super easy and super consistently. Consistency is the key. Every day in my journal, I write down 3 words: persistence, because you got to keep going in the face of adversity, in the face of nobody talking to you, in the face of feeling like a failure. Discipline, because you got to do this stuff even when you don't want to. That is the critical component. When it's Sunday night at 9:19 p.m. like it is right now, and it's time to make a podcast, you got to have the discipline to hit the record button and not jack around. And consistency. You got to be in this for the long haul. You got to be willing to do this every day. Okay? Even when the computer turns off, like it just did. I think it's still probably recording. Yeah. But you got to have the consistency to show up every day for a long, long time. And the way that makes it easier to show up, to have that consistency, is to have these systems in place so you create a piece of content and it gets to go out all over the world like super easy and super, super fast. Okay? That's that. If you want to know, let's see what time we're at right now. 20 minutes. That's just about perfect because I know you guys like to hit these on the way to work and things like that. 20 minutes is pretty good. What I'll tell you is this. If I was going to focus on a second battle while you were waiting for this one to sort of percolate, I would probably, honestly, although because this is just a toughie, but the thing is you can win this second battle pretty quickly and then you can move on to the third battle. So I'll tell you what the second battle is and then I'll tell you what the third battle is, but you got to promise me that you're not going to go to the third battle until you're done with the second battle. Okay, you promise? Say it out loud. No one's around. Say it, I promise. Say it. Okay, if you didn't say it by now, you're not going to say it, so we'll just move on. The second battle that I would try to win, or I would dive into, would be Google Ads. The reason for that is Google Ads are going to give you just clients now. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, Google Ads is too expensive, you're an idiot, okay, quite frankly, because the reason it's expensive is because it will get you clients. You need to start thinking in terms of cost per new client, not in terms of cost per click. If you are charging $6,000 for a divorce and it costs you $1,000 to get a client and you get $50 a click, that means you got 20 clicks to try to get one new client. And in a perfect world, hopefully you get 2 new clients every 20 clicks, and then you're spending $1,000 to make $12,000, and then you're rich AF. So stop thinking about the price of the click in terms of the price, in terms of the money like that flowing out the window. You have to think of it in terms of an investment into your next client. All right, so it's really critically important to figure that out, how much you can afford to spend to get a new client. And I would get that as close to the edge as you can at the beginning because you can always refine that and get it down. But Google Ads is where I would go next because you can pretty much always siphon off new clients from Google Ads. Even estate planning attorneys get searches in Google. Okay, and if you've got a important and urgent type of matter, criminal defense, bankruptcy, family law, probate, for me, you want to be in the Google Ads game. It's just people are just there. They're searching for you, so go get them. And then after that, so again, I would dive all the way in though to that. Don't start pussyfooting around. Don't start messing around, and spend a little money for a minute and stop. Okay, get in there and learn the system, and then win it, and then move on to the next thing. These are all systems that can be won, by the way. This ain't rocket science. There's a bunch of people doing this successfully across many, many different industries, including in the legal industry, and you can do it too. By the way, I've got a Google Ads course in the inner circle as well. You know why? Because I do Google Ads. And so I'm trying to help you do these things without having to hire an agency, without having to get too crazy technical. You just need to learn how to do that, and you just do it. Okay? The third thing I would do after that is I would invest in Facebook ads. Facebook ads are going to give you brand awareness, which is going to be critically important for the future. Right now, you are basically staking your claim to the real estate of the internet with every single piece of content that you make. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Crush the internet with content. And want to be everywhere. I want everybody to know who I am. I want every law firm owner to have heard of the Unconventional Attorney probably within the next 18 months. And Facebook can allow you to do that. You will get some clients right away, but you're also going to build massive brand. Everybody in your city or in your state, or in the country, depending on what kind of reach you want as a law firm owner, is going to know about your firm if you do Facebook ads and you do them right. Okay? So that's what I would do third. That's plenty. So work on number 1 first. Work on number 2. If you get done with both of those, then go to number 3. If you want help, you want to go faster, and you want to hang out with some cool people, circleofsmall.com. Okay? I feel like I'm just going to be doing that forever. It's so important. This group is so good. You guys are so dumb if you don't come in. Okay? I'm just saying. All right? It's your loss. But anyway, in any event, I digress. That's it. So look, win the battle to win the war. Win a battle of battles to win the war. I'm going to try to make this title as long and confusing as possible. So hopefully you guys listen to it. All right? That is it, though, for today. I'm Christopher Small. I'm the Unconventional Attorney. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. Don't, I'm going to use double negative here in a terrible way. Don't not listen to my advice. Okay? In other words, listen to my advice. I've done this 100 times. I've seen it done 100 times. You get too spread thin. You're jumping from project to project to project. Nothing gets done. You don't learn anything enough to make any traction. And then you wonder why nothing works. So instead, do what I just told you to do. Content, Google ads, Facebook ads, win. That's the formula. All right. That is it. Thank you so much for listening to this. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe. If you have not left a review, please leave a review. I do have a contest going on for forever. That contest is still going on. So when we get to 75, as of right now, I don't even know what number we're at, probably 63 or 4, and I'll do another drawing, and we'll give away another 10 bucks. I'm going to be doing that forever, okay? But that's it. Hopefully you had a great 4th. Hopefully you're ready to crush Q3, which is starting right now. And hopefully you come join the Inner Circle and come see me in Charleston October 4th and 5th, because that's when we're going to be there. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much. See ya.